Okay, everybody, now we are inside an apartment and I am going to show you how, sorry for the angle, I'm going to show you how to pull down a disposal and install a disposal. This is going to be about a 5-minute video, but that's what it is. So we're going to go underneath the sink right here, and all you basically need is a 6-in-1 tool. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's called a 6-in-1 screwdriver. That's all you basically need. This is your disposal. This is your dishwasher drain line. This is your main drain line. And the first thing you want to do for the disposal to replace or install, well, to replace it, the first thing you want to do is unplug it. So you just pull the cord. Now there's no power to the disposal. Let me move you guys over some. There's no power to the disposal. And the next thing you want to do is you want to remove the the dishwasher drain line. So you can take your 6-in-1, you flip it over. You can go on the flathead side like this, because there's a flathead nut on the side. It's a clamp, or you can use this part. You just come here and you loosen the drain line like so. You pull this off and you just pull this off. Sometimes it's a little hard because it's on there tight. And what you want to do so no water drains out, if you drop this down and there's water in this line, water's going to pour everywhere. So you kind of just stuff it up here the best as you can. There we go. Now it just stays. All right. Now on the side over here, I cannot use this 6-in-1 on here. There are 2 screws that hold this in. Now you don't have to take these out, but it would be easier if you do, because you're going to wind up replacing this whole thing once you replace the whole disposal. So you have to put the flathead part back in. Let me see if I can get you guys over here so you can see. Put the flathead part in, and you turn this here. There's 2 of them. There's 1 on each side. Now you don't want to lose these screws, just in case the new disposal does not come with the screws. So just put them on the floor right there, just in case it does not come with the screws, which it should. But you might have to reuse the same screws. And you just see how that loosened up? Once you crack it loose, you can literally just pull it off like this. And that's fine. You can leave that right there. Now, to actually get the disposal out once you have all this in and it's all stuck with plumber's putty and everything, you do not have to remove this unless the plumber's putty is going bad and this starts to leak over here. But to replace this disposal, all you do is take your 6-in-1 and you stick the flathead or Phillips head side, whatever on side, right here, and you twist this way. And it will loosen up the disposal. See, the disposal is loose now, and you can take the disposal out. And then now is where you can remove this if you wanted to, if you have to. So you just loosen this up like so. Use 2 hands, you can loosen this up like so. There you go. And it would come out. Now, to get this apart, there is a little flush washer, right? So you would pull that down, you would pull this off, and you would pull this off. Now, the new disposal is going to come with all these parts and the 2 screws that I took out. So to put it all back together is just same thing, just opposite. You go backwards with it. And you put it here and you just stick it here. And it can be loose for a while because you want it to be loose. You don't want everything tight because then you can't put the disposal back. So now we are going to put the disposal back in. But here's one key thing that you have to do before you even install a disposal. Right here, there's a tab that you have to knock out. So you take your screwdriver or a hammer or something, and you smack the tab in, and you come in here and you just dump it out. Otherwise, the dishwasher drain line will not drain into this. It'll just stop and it'll be backfilled into the dishwasher. So we're gonna install this. We're gonna move this like this, and we're just gonna put this back up into place. Let's move this over. Put this back up into place. Hold it into place like this. There are grooves that it has to sit in, and there's 3. They look the same. Sorry if I'm hitting the camera. Okay, there we go. There it is. Now, once you have the disposal into place, you can twist it by hand. I've been doing this so long, so it's really easy for me. Or you take your flathead screwdriver and just push it tight like this. Make sure it's tight and snug. And then you can put this back in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna push this flush like this, make sure it gets in there. Push that flush. And then put those screws back. Once you start to put the screws back, everything is just gonna line up perfect. Let me get in here. Let's see over here. There we go. All right. Got to get a different angle so I can see. And now, once you get everything nice and tight in here, one side, put the other side on. Replacing the disposal is super easy. And now you want to tighten this down. Make sure this is tight. And then make sure anything else is tight. That's what you want to do. You want to make sure everything else is nice and hand tight. This is plastic, so don't use wrenches or pliers or nothing on it. This is plastic. You will break it. That's tight. That's tight. That's tight. Now, do you remember about the drain line? So we take this drain line and we just push the drain line right back. And that's the flathead I was saying about, but you can use the 6-in-1. And you take the flathead part out. And you just tighten it up. It's always lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Super simple. And then now what we're gonna do is the last step is plugging in the disposal. So now we're gonna plug the disposal in. That is the last step. Now I will run the water. Make sure there's no leaks. You always check for leaks. When you turn the disposal on, disposal is working. There are no leaks, and everything should be good. If it was gonna leak, it would leak already. Okay, and that is how you replace a disposal.